Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Me again, and Gorilla. Welcome back to What If Deku Was a Hive? Now, I've recently just done What If Deku was an awoken from Destiny, so go and check that one out. And where we last left off, Bakugo just had a run-in with Deku as Bakugo was actually going to kill the Rising Archon, or Rising Kel, for the House of Devils. Let's just say this, then. When Bakugo kills the Archon or the Kel for the House of Devils, Deku turns up, jumping down from the roof. As all you can hear is a groaning sound of metal as it suddenly squeaks as if something just fell off. As Bakugo turns around, he's met with this guy. A little bit different than the guy with the axe last time, but I can't really find the image, so yeah. Deku kills Bakugo, then leaves, not really knowing about the final death thing for the Guardians. But as he gets back, he sees that his hive is all in a frenzy. As he walks in, he sees a blue light appear. Then, a blue light. As he rushes to see what's going on, all of his hive is wandering around, sniffing the air, trying to find something. This is where a hive wizard appears. As Deku simply says, "Why is the hive so frenzied?" As this wizard says, "Unknown hostile appeared for a split few seconds, then disappeared again." As if it was teleporting. I can't do voices very well, I do apologise. As Deku simply says, "Right. Bring forth the ogre and the ogre hound. I wish to see both of my projects that I have been experimenting with up close and personal." As the Hive Wizard bows in a way, and as he goes to where the ogre hound is, and an actual ogre also, as he looks at them, as he says, "I want a demonstration from the hound. What's its capabilities, its weaknesses, and its strengths? Because there's a considerable last city outpost nearby from where I last went to, as it is pretty big, not city-sized, but big." As the wizard said, the ogre hound, an artillery piece, finely crafted through manipulation of the worm within. It's completely loyal to you. It will destroy any target with a blast of its artillery spinal mounted gun. I know you can't really see it, but just pretend there's a hive equivalent of an artillery gun on its back. It's bigger than the unnatural ogre. So just to put in concept, the hell, well, the ogre hound is bigger than the ogre. So yeah, this deku says, I will test it on smaller outpost first. As a hive team ship. Well, there's a big enough space for a hive tomb ship to turn up. As it picks the ogre hound and the ogre, picks both of them up with a considerable force and leaves. As well, sorry if you heard me clicking. As well, just takes them to a nearby last city outpost. As one of them who's on patrol simply points up, saying, Over there, a hive tomb ship just appeared. As it unleashes the ogre, thrall ogres, including the ogre that was with the ogre hound, as well, no, the one with the ogre hound stays behind. The rest march forth as the last city defenders cut them down to ribbons. As well, after a few waves of thrall, acolytes, knights, ogres, Deku himself appears. And everybody sees him. So one of them says, By God, what the hell is that thing? As Deku raises his weapon and sort of points down to the outpost, as the ogre hound and its ogre appear. And just to give you a bit of a note, the ogre hound is 50, not 50 times, like 2 to 5 times taller and larger than the ogre, because it has the artillery piece on its back. And when it fires, the splash damage is immense. Let's say this: it impacted directly in front of the outpost, destroying the front of it. As more ogres and thrall acolytes and everything else charge forth, they see a flare fly up. As the fallen turn up in a catch. As its skiffs drop fallen troops all around Deku and the outpost of the last city in Old Russia. Deku just orders all of the hive to attack the fallen and the last city outpost all at the same time. And the bloodbath was considerable for the fallen. Last city, well, they were already on their last legs. The fallen just put the final nail in the coffin. So yeah, the Fallen and Hive have one massive fisticuff session. The Ogre artillery piece, that's... Ooh, that big thing. That ripped fallen limb from limb. Especially the Ogre. The Ogre's a lot more powerful than your regular Ogre. It actually has common sense to stick near its own kind. As, well, all the ogres sort of gather around it as they all fire as one. This ogre sort of acts like a overmind, like a sort of like an overlord, really. A hive mind. There we go. That's what I was thinking of. A hive mind. As well, Deku calls in another tomb ship as they all get out of there and head back to the hive. Now, Deku has quite a few brood mothers because his hive needs to be bigger. Orders from Crota, basically, that Deku's hive must be massive. Now, the reason why it must be massive is because, well, let's say this. From the Guardian's point of view, okay, Zavala, Ikora, may he rest in peace, Cade 6, all three of them are in contact with the American Last City, which is smack bang in the middle of the country. As they share information saying that there's a hive somewhere on Earth that is massive, as the reports from Ikora Ray's Hidden say that there's a massive hive base somewhere due to the amount of hive that they have been able to find and see, as in the Fallen were not the biggest problem. The hive are on Earth. And over in America, the Vanguard is Aizawa, who is a hunter. All Might, a Titan, and Midnight as the Warlock. As they are in contact with Ikora Ray, Zavala, and Cade 6. All of them talk about this massive hive threat. As well, All Might and Zavala both agree that this hive threat must be eliminated. As Cade 6 sort of interjects, saying, yes, it must be destroyed, but we can't languish too many forces to deal with one thing. We need to also focus on the cities, getting loot from the Fallen, aka more materials for the Guardians, more materials for the civilians. We need all of it. So we need to focus on two targets, the Fallen and the Hive. As Zavala just slams his fist under the table, saying, Cade, the hive on Earth means that the Traveler is going to be in big trouble if we cannot defeat this threat. The Fallen are easy. The Hive, on the other hand, are a completely different matter. As Ikora Ray also perks up, saying, and my spies have also encountered that there's high, a hive that they all look up to. Someone with immense power. Stronger, faster, more durable. As our newest guardian said, this one took quite a pounding from him, and it just laughed at him, slapped him in the face, and sent him flying. What's this guardian's name, Ikora? Bakugo. Guardian Bakugo, the newest kid on the block. Have him go to America, to the American Last City. His expertise with the hive and this certain hive in general will be put to good use, I believe. Zavala, as much as I want to destroy this hive threat, there are more pressing concerns. I agree with her, Zavala. Cade, I'm sorry, but we got more pressing concerns than the hive at the minute. Yes, this hive is massive, or possibly massive. We can't spend the manpower to go and help the second last city. We'll leave ourselves open to attack. We got more fallen over here than hive at the minute. Cade, I know you mean well, but I believe the fallen can wait. The hive, as long as the hive fester our worlds on this world, the traveler and us are never going to be safe. Trust me, Cade. It's a lot strenuous than you realize. Eh, fine. Let's go and deal with the hive then. I'll send a few hunters with him, and I'll send a few warlocks. I'm sending 2 titans with him. Okay. The American Last City. An expert on the hive will be heading your way. He has encountered this big hive before. As they send Bakugo, along with a few others. Now, Uraraka, Ida are both. Well, Uraraka is a warlock, Ida's a. Well, hunter. Suyu is another hunter. Meta is a hunter. Tokiyami is Titan. And Dupla Arms is also another Titan. They're the people who are going with Bakugo. As they all leave, as well, Suyu and Ida both ask Bakugo, so you've met the hive before? As he just says, yeah. There was this big one with fire and a sword. A bigger sword than usual. Strong too. Took my super to the face and laughed at me. Killed me too. Well, killed me, but not killed me. As well, Dupla Arms asks him, so if he just laughed at you after you gave him your supernova, well, super directly to his face, and he laughed. How the hell were we meant to defeat him? As Bakugo just shrugs, saying, I don't know, but if we ever see him, do not engage. Just run. He is stronger than any hive I have ever seen. And granted, that was my first time seeing the hive. And if that guy could quite clearly kill me one on one without breaking a sweat, how much do you think we will give him? He looks like he can take on all of us with one hand tied behind his back. That weapon he carried looked like it required two hands to hold, but I won't be surprised if he can just hold it with one hand. Or hell, his pinky finger. And just give us an overwhelming advantage by just using his pinky. And still kick our asses. And by the way, he's huge. I don't know if the Hive have gods or anything, but he looks like a godforsaken god. And yes, he's a lot taller than anybody else. Let's say this: he's possibly around about the same, like almost just a head down beneath Crota. So yeah, he's almost Crota level. Speaking of Mr. Crota, Crota actually gives him a power. Now, I'm not saying what the power is, but let's say this. You know, in the Dark Below cinematic, where Crota has the green sword, the sword that goes to green. Yeah, Deku's now goes to red. So, yeah. When they meet Deku, oh boy, they're gonna realise they're in the shitter. Because Deku isn't your normal hive. Throughout the years, Deku has grown, and his hive has grown. Deku has reached ascendant. Well, he's nowhere near ascendant yet, but people are going to think he's ascendant due to how freaking massive he is. Oh, and they haven't met the ogre hound or an ogre mind or a hive mind of ogres. They're going to be in trouble. But anyway, I'm leaving it off here. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. See you all in the next one. Oh, and before I go, head over to Red Rifle 23. Have a look at his waves. He does some pretty good ones. Bye.